Alright, what's up, Eitan? We're at Antojitos Teca in Aurora. It's on the corner of Claim and Union. This is our third stop in Taco Wars. This is inside a flea market, and me and one of the individual who weren't, or the daughter of the owners, Fanny Gonzalez, been in communication, and so she told me that they're known for their barbacoa and their birria, which is made with chiva, what they call chiva, which is goat meat. So Joel's gonna give you a little bit of the scoop on the why in some parts of Mexico the beef is used over the chiva.
So from stories and conversations that I've had with family who are from Mexico, they've told me that traditionally birria is made from goat meat. One of the reasons is because it's a cheaper form of meat down there instead of beef. In certain places, I guess it's a little harder to find beef down there. So traditionally they started using goat, and so a traditional birria is made with goat meat. And this is our actual first time trying it with the goat meat. And so we're gonna give it a go.
So what we ordered today was we ordered two birria quesadillas with the consomme, which looks delicious. Again, another one is just different. And where it's expected. We also got two cabeza, two de pastor, two de barbacoa, and pastor.
Yeah, pastor.
Yeah. So we're gonna dig in and let you guys know what we think. So, and their tortillas are homemade, de maíz. So that's also a plus.
Yes, that's a big plus. Now, I don't think a lot of places do that.
No, not anymore. So we want to go with quesadilla first?
Let's do it.
You know me, I wanted to just that. So again, as you guys know, I always go in, check it out first.
I wanted to try this. Consomme first.
So
It's good.
So goat is it's a
Goat meat, yeah.
But it's a is it like a thinner meat, like a more
No, I don't think it's more like almost like it shreds a little easier, I think.
I know,
but it is, from what I understand, is that it's a lower cut of meat than beef.
Okay.
From what I understand.
Okay. Okay, that's another question for Brian Siebel, which is not here. We gotta get you out here, man. Okay. So maybe we can prepare it.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna prepare my consomme because it doesn't come with any toppings in it, and so I'm one of those people that I kind of like it like that. And from a previous video when we did the puercos and puercas on what was it? Lincoln. Yeah, with that food review, I touched on my consomme having, I'm a person that I shouldn't have to do anything to the consomme, but that's because we've started at a different different place,
right,
where it was like that.
Yeah, it was done for us.
Exactly.
So, and they don't lose points over it. It's just kind of like our
it's just a
preference,
a point that we like to make.
Okay. So, what do you think about the consomme?
Consomme is full of flavor. I like it.
That's like a quesadilla. The meat's really good, really tender. I'm trying to describe the back end of that flavor you get in the back end of it. You notice it's not as I want to be careful with the words that I'm using, because the other ones are oily, rich, super rich maybe. This is coming off a little bit more
brothy. This is
brothy, yes.
More brothier than some of the other consommes that we've had, where they've been thicker, a little bit thicker.
It's really rich,
yeah,
super rich. This is good. Y'all see my face. When I like something, you'll know.
Hey guys, so you want birria? There's another place in Aurora you can find birria, and it's good.
Man, and if you want to go shopping, like if you need something, What a flea market. Like this is in the middle of a flea market.
So the flea market is called the East Aurora Flea Market. Corner of Claim and State Street on the east side of Aurora. And if you're in the area, believe me, you can't miss it. You'll see it. It looks, I think it was an old factory building that was bought out and then used
as a church at one point.
At one point, which I believe part of the building still is. The other half, I think, is your flea market.
Yep. I grew up in this neighborhood. For years, I used to live on Front and High, and then we moved in the early '80s. We moved to Clay and Jefferson. So I know I used to go to the laundromat. The Watt right here in the corner. It's my own stomping ground. So I enjoyed being here. So what's next?
That was good.
I enjoyed it.
Let's move around. What do we have here?
Let's try the.
That looks like cabeza.
Cabeza.
Is that cabeza? Okay, so our next tacos now are cabeza.
AKA beef
head.
or
Beef head. Yes, parts of the meats that are in the beef head. So the cheeks and any other meats that can pull out of
those things are put in like in a big pan, kind of boiled for a long time,
or steamed
for a long time, and then the meat just falls off.
All right, let's try that.
Going in. Again, I mean, this is I like. Okay, this is just preference. I'm not saying that this is the way you should want it. I love the tortillas being a little bit smaller, and I love that it's homemade. So I'm super psyched about trying this. Again, trying it without the sauce first. Oh wait, what sauce are we supposed to try? This one? Okay. So they recommended us try this one, which is a tomato-based.
Chile de árbol.
It's not a chile de árbol.
All right, guys. So the last review we did for Taqueria Durango, it was my first time trying tacos de cabeza. Now, I gotta say that the texture is similar to beef tongue, de lengua. So that is something that you guys might want to consider if you're ever trying those tacos.
Correct.
And what I would recommend doing is just order one. Try it out. If you don't like it, texture issues, whatever. You're not losing on the whole platter.
Yeah, you never know what you don't. You don't know what you don't know, right? So give everything a try once. If you don't like it, hey man, at least you see that you did it.
All right, I tried it with the red sauce. Really good.
Really good.
Now it's got a kick. It's got a kick to it, so
it's gonna burn me in places that I want to talk about, but it's burning. It's gonna burn me.
If you don't like spicy, I would recommend probably bypassing this.
Phenomenal. That took this taco to the next level. It was super tender. Bigger portions at Durango, but they're charging more for the taco. They're $2.95, where these tacos are $2. You heard me right.
Yeah. A little bit smaller, but price point's right on. Pretty average with some of your other places that, taquerias and stuff.
Like another one of my preferences is with the taco is I like the tortilla to be cooked on top of the meat. It gives it a nice flavor. But I like the size of the tortillas. Man, that's hot, but that's a nice hot. That's not like burn your taste buds. You can't feel any food.
No, it's got flavor and adds flavor. Really good, really good.
Tremendous, man.
All right, moving along, guys.
All right, what's next?
This looks like it is
asada.
So this is your steak.
You guys watching the fight tonight? Who you guys got? I think McGregor in the first round.
Yeah, McGregor's getting older.
He is, but he's also rich.
But he is pretty tough too. See what happens here. All right, so we have asada. So on the asada, I usually like to add, So this is a different red sauce. This is kind of your standard red sauce that you get at just about any taqueria.
Usually with meat, red sauce is recommended, whereas poultry is tomatillo.
The green, yes.
I didn't know that.
All right, there we go. Try this one.
Can you imagine if this had jefa taco meat on it? Asada? What we're gonna do is, as we continue to do these, we are going to create our own taco. Like we're gonna take meat from different places and First of all, I'd use this tortilla,
Yes, definitely.
personally. Now I'm gonna go in and try this red sauce.
I'd like them to be bigger, but hey, beggars can't be choosers. I kind of like really enjoy it.
He's not paying. I'm the one paying. Oh. Yeah, I like that. Very much so. Now, they also gave us what this looks like liquid death. This is the chile de árbol paste
In oil, like
in oil, so it's supposed to be super hot. I'm not gonna touch it because I just don't want to die.
And you can tell by looking at it, it's oil based. It's,
Yeah.
it's like in an oil.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know if it's gonna be really difficult to see because we're kind of far away.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of.
So there's a paste, and you see how thick that is, and it's in oil, in a reddish oil.
Can you add that to your tacos? And if you're someone that likes to have their face blown off, that's it.
Nuclear warhead, mushroom head thing.
That's exactly what it is. So far, so good. Alright, this is the pastor and leave up a bowl until last. Okay.
Looks like all the boys next.
What I really appreciate about this is that because the tacos are smaller, we can eat more. We can try more tacos. Like I can take these to the face easily. That's not even a problem.
Yeah. When you go like Taqueria de Durango, their tacos are so massive.
You guys saw the pictures, yeah.
Yeah. If you normally eat 3, 4, 5 tacos, you're probably gonna cut that down to half.
Yeah.
Because they're so big.
Oh yeah.
And I'm talking 2. Like boom, man. And I'm usually a 2 to 3 taco person.
That's true.
You know, and I'm good. But yeah, there I was like super stuffed because you had to try the different tacos. And then we tried those fries. Oh man, those fries are just it was the bomb.com. Dude, that stuff was awesome.
I'm gonna go back just for the fries, man.
Yeah. All right, so
Barbacoa.
we're doing the barbacoa now.
And it's a decent hand. Well, I mean, it looks interesting.
All right,
Let's give that a try.
barbacoa. I'm gonna go with the same recipe. Actually, you know what? Let me see that. Yeah, I'm gonna try this one.
Okay. All right. Huge difference. Remember, we think that barbacoa is kind of like it can be iffy. That's really good barbacoa.
Okay, and for some of you guys out there, like what's barbacoa? It's shredded beef.
Basically.
The cut of meat, I'm not 100% sure on, but it's shredded beef. It's really good.
Man,
Yes. Yeah. The barbacoa here so far. This guy's taking it, bro.
It's got good flavor.
This guy's taking it.
Yeah, it's got good flavor. It's really nice and tender, cooked. Nice ratio, onion to cilantro ratio. The sauce is really good, so it just pops. Yeah.
This is really good. This barbacoa.
All right.
Yeah.
I thoroughly enjoyed that, man. Oh, don't forget Mexican folks. You know how we are.
That's how we roll.
This is, man, I'm super impressed. I'm super impressed up to this point. The tortillas do make a difference, bro.
I agree.
The tortillas make a difference.
And they're doubled up on their tacos. They're
Right.
2 tortillas.
Right.
Which is pretty common. You might get some places that only serve with 1, but yeah, usually they serve.
But rare. It's rare when you get one. That's not bad. That consomme is pretty good.
So the next one is al pastor. I don't know why we seem to be leaving the pastor always for last. Why are we doing that?
I don't know. Well, in this situation where we're going clockwork,
Yeah, we're going
clockwise, so it kind of just ended up that way. So I think it's because where Durango is like they're known for pastor.
we wanted to save the best for last.
Well, we should have waited for barbacoa last. Okay, so
All right, pastor,
we're going in.
dig in.
So far, my favorite of the sauces is this one.
Yeah, that one seems to be good.
Don't get me wrong, that's hot. That's good. Decent.
I gotta say, their sauces are really good here. They do tend to elevate the flavoring of the taco. Yeah.
They're not really known for the pastor. I like the pastor. I could have used a little bit more marinade in it. Still flavorful, still good. Nice, you know. The barbacoa was really the star of the show. Well, quesadilla was good. Quesadilla was good. But I think the barbacoa was like boom.
Yeah, barbacoa stole the show.
Told the show.
Definitely. All right, guys. We'll be right back with the outcome of that.
Yes, very much.
All right, guys, we're back. Yeah.
Sorry, guys. Okay. So we ended up ordering the more barbacoa because it was really good. But then we also went back and ordered the birria taco, not the quesadilla, the actual taco, with cilantro cebolla. So we're gonna dig in now.
We're gonna try that and score it as well.
If I were to blindfold you, I don't think most people would be able to tell this is birria or beef.
Well, birria, from my understanding, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. Leave comments below if let us know what you think. But birria is a way of cooking something. Traditionally, it's made of dough, but here in the States, it seems to be more common with the beef. So it's slow cooked, so it's a way that something is prepared, stewed together, whatever. The goat birria, to me, real similar to your beef here. And I think that it's really difficult if you didn't know to distinguish the two.
Right.
Once it's cooked in this way.
Right.
Yeah.
If you've been eating birria for a long time, you definitely can tell the difference. I personally, slightly different.
Minuscule amount.
Minuscule. I did enjoy it though. I did enjoy it. Now, I did like that a lot actually. Okay, so birria taco, we've already scored the tacos for the most part. We just got to end this one, or score this one. So, what do you think? We'll just go on the list first, and then we'll leave that, where we kind of just, think about it. Before we go and start just scoring, look, this is the kind of place that you want to come to. It's in the middle, it's in the middle of the neighborhood, school neighborhood that I grew up in. I love the homemade tortillas. Are they great? Are they legendary? No. It's gonna be hard to do. But are they really good? Yes, I think they're good. Are they worthy of a trip? Yes. Oh yes. The consommé is good. That brothy, not as fatty or oily or rich as the other ones. And so now we're at a point when we start scoring, it's going to become easier because we have measuring sticks. And what I mean by that is, if we have a taco de pastor, the first thing we're going to think about is it better than Durangos? Is it better than Jefa tacos? And if it isn't, then we already know it's going to be below that score that we gave them. So it's going to get better. So give us a little more reviews underneath our belt so we can get better with the more consistent with the scoring maybe. I know some didn't like the Durango scores. I apologize, but again, one of the things that we're really consistent on is saying this is our palate. This is what we think. We are not here to tell you that this is not to come here or this is not the best, or everybody has a right to their opinion. Don't forget the reason why we're doing this is to get some of these restaurants, these mom and pop, some love, some attention, especially during this pandemic. So that's why we're doing it. All right, so let's start with quesadilla. We went 6-6 on it.
It was good. Consommé was good.
Consommé was good. I enjoyed the consommé.
It's one of those where, consommé, I added cilantro and onions to it. It was fine just the way it was.
Yeah.
Full of flavor. Its broth really brothy.
Really brothy. I
So
enjoy
that's
it.
something that and Manny and I noticed is that the consomme is different every single place.
Oh my God,
have
yeah.
quesadilla.
Yeah.
That's one thing. You're talking on certain places you get it and it's kind of almost chunky. It's got pieces of meat in it, cilantro, onions. It's almost like a soup. I mean,
Yes.
you can eat it like that. It's a soup. To where you get places like this where it's just like a broth.
Yes.
Nothing in it, just flavor. So it's different, you know, and you know, different ranges now because of that. So their consomme was good. I like it.
Yes. So we're gonna move on to let's hold on to the barbacoa. Let's go to cabeza.
Yeah.
Again, Joel and I haven't had a lot of exposure to cabeza.
Yeah.
We've had lengua. This is his second time. This is my third or fourth time trying it. Super tender. It's a very tender. Again, if you're a texture person, you're probably not gonna like it. I would say give it a try.
I liked it here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So the quesadilla got 6.6. We gave the cabeza 6.7. Again, the scoring system, when you're at 6.6 to 7.5, you're in the good area. Okay. So just because just because it feels like it's a low score, but it's not.
No.
It truly isn't.
Our scoring system, you guys got to understand, is that it's a low scoring system. We go from 1 to 10, but we don't go around pushing everything in 7 and 8s and stuff like that. You got to
earn it.
Really,
You
got to be really
earn
good
it.
to get an 8.
You gotta earn it. Yeah.
Think of it of like gymnastics. The slightest flaw, and you're like deducting points big time. So it's kind of like that.
That's a
We're
good
not
point.
deducting points, but it's just we have a really low scoring system on it. So when you guys see the scores, don't get bent out of shape about it. Just listen to what we're saying, though, is that, you know, this is good, you know, and some of these scores are so that way it reflects how similar or maybe how good it is compared to other places.
Right, exactly.
Use it
exactly.
in that way instead.
Exactly. The tacos are going to be in the same area. They're going to be packed together. And then the really good ones, the legendary ones, they're on their own, almost on their own planet. By the way, the reason why he brings up gymnastics is because his daughter does gymnastics. So
I kind of related to
he just throws out stuff like that. So the next one is asada. Again, we're going to have a lot of asada, man. And if I were to create the perfect taco right now, I would take the asada from Jefa Taco with this tortilla and use their sauce. I think we would have an
You
A
would
taco.
have now a really good taco.
A really good
Yes.
taco.
Yes.
I mean, hands down, man.
I like where his head's at. That's good.
So we give it a 6.4. It's above average. It's almost good.
It's a safe taco. Don't get me wrong. If you know somebody that's super picky or something like that, this is one of those where you'll be safe. It's good cut of meat. It's, you know, the tortilla's homemade, soft, steamed.
Big difference.
It's like
Big difference.
perfect. You can give it to a kid and I bet he'll eat it.
Oh yeah, for real.
You know?
And they're small. So
Yeah.
and it's $2 tacos, man. I'm not gonna start with that. Pastor. I've had a lot of a pastor.
Same here.
And so Durango is now the measuring stick for us, along with Jefa Tacos. And that may change. The Antojitos might become a measuring stick for barbacoa.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I can relate to that. Yeah.
So-
I see how you're putting that together,
Yeah.
piecing it. Yes.
So El Pastor got the 6.2. Again, above average. It's an above average taco. But they don't claim to have the best. Their main attraction is the barbacoa and the chiva, or the birria.
Birria.
And then the last but not least is birria, the birria taco. I enjoyed it. I really liked it.
I like it.
What did we give we gave the barbacoa 7.4? I would put that up there about 6.8, 6.9.
6.8 is where I was going.
Yeah,
Yep.
6.8.
Yep.
Yeah, so
Right
it's a
on.
good. It's good. It's good. And here's the thing. As we continue to do more of these, we might have to come back and redo these to make sure to revisit, if you will, so that we can. And the scores might change. Like when I was doing pizza reviews, there's places that I've hit twice. You know, Achinlu's, Garrio's, Eddie's. But this is a really cool place, man. I like it. I like it. It's right in the middle of the flea market. I would have never known it was here. And this is what happens is when you start doing taco wars, when you start doing reviews, and start going out your comfort zone, you start to find places like this, and that's what we're looking for. We're looking for the next Durango. I am looking for the next Taqueria Mexico. You guys know what I'm talking about. I'm Lincoln, and I love that taco. I used to love that food. So anyhow, we're gonna get out your guys' way. We had a really good time today, and we should probably bring Fanny over.
Yeah, let's go get Fanny.
Yeah, let's go get Fanny. Bring the waitress over too.
They're coming over here. This is it's a place it's busy. You look in the kitchen and you see 4 to 6 heads back there, and they're all moving.
And that's the mom and dad.
So it's one of those places where yeah. So here she is.
Come around this way. Yeah. So this is Fanny Gonzalez. She is the daughter of the owners. Well, she's a and her and I had some dialogue through Messenger, and as soon as she said you should try this, we made it a point to come here because you never know when you're going to find the next great taco or go-to spot. So Fanny, how long have you guys been here?
Well, at this location, we've been probably about 6 or 7 years, but we did start at we've been around since 2008. We were at the other flea market originally, the one that's on
Galena?
On Farnsworth and New York.
Farnsworth.
Yes. So we were there for a couple of years, and then at one point we had 2 locations, and then we kind of closed down the other location, and we just stayed here. Yeah, this one's a bigger location. It has a big kitchen. Over there was a little bit smaller, so we made the move over here.
So who's in the kitchen? Is it your mom and dad?
Yeah, well, my dad's right here. He's outside, but right now. But yes, my mom's the one in the kitchen.
Okay.
So and and then with the cooks and everything.
Bring them over. This is good stuff, man. I would have never.
Yeah, I mean, we've been around for what? 12 years.
Yeah. So this is the owner.
One of the owners.
One of the owners, and hey, listen. As we continue to do more of these, I'm going to come back for the barbacoa because barbacoa was the steal of the show.
It was good. Yeah, it was really good stuff.
Glad to hear that.
Yeah, we need more. We need more of these. We need more mom and pops. So we're going to come back. So we wanted to introduce you to Fanny and the father. Thanks for having us.
No, thank you guys for coming and giving us a chance. So yeah, we're here. I mean, with COVID hours, I know our hours are reduced, but normally we would be open Friday, Saturday, and Sundays. But right now, until further notice, we're open only Saturdays and Sundays.
And it is dine-in as long as you're wearing your mask.
Yes, and it's 6 people or less. So.
6 people or less. Okay,
yes.
and that's going to change pretty soon. We're going to
Hopefully,
we go tier 1. We're going to be able to come back and. Sit down with them and have a longer conversation.
Yeah, and definitely have a full plate of barbacoa, and then it's all you can eat tortillas when you eat here, and when you have like a plate.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Again,
it's
guys,
homemade tortillas.
Homemade tortilla. You can't beat
stuff.
that. Yeah. So you guys have a great night. From Joel, me, Fanny. What's your name?
Rodrigo.
And Rodrigo. Have a great night, everybody, and as always, God bless.
All right, thank you.